In today's video, I will talk about the best diet for arthritis. I'll shortly explain the main types of arthritis, the different causes of arthritis, and explain the arthritis diet. I'll share what foods to eat and what foods to avoid if you have arthritis. By the way, if you're new to my YouTube channel, my name is Greta and I'm an online nutritionist and a holistic health coach. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for weekly videos that are here to help you get healthier. So first, what is arthritis? Arthritis is a common condition that causes pain and inflammation in your joints. It is more common in older people. However, anyone can get arthritis. Arthritis is often seen as a normal part of aging. We get older and we wear off. It gets harder to move around. It's just the way it is. It's seen as this inevitable consequence of aging. But if we look at the data from all over the world, we see that not all older people get arthritis. Some people are able to move around easily and don't have joint pains late into their 80s and 90s, while some other people start experiencing arthritis symptoms in their 30s. We have to look at what are the key differences between those who develop arthritis and those who don't. We can't attribute it fully to our genes, as epigenetics play a much more important role for developing arthritis. Epigenetic factors such as our diet, sleep, stress, activity levels are all above genetics, meaning it is more important. Our lifestyle can turn on or off certain genes. In this video, I will look at what the research says about the best diet for arthritis. I'll share some special foods that can help you to reverse arthritis. They say there's no cure for arthritis. What they mean is that the pharmaceutical companies haven't developed a pill that can cure arthritis. Arthritis is a multifactorial disease that requires a lifestyle change. Once you remove the triggers of this disease and start eating the right types of foods for your body, foods that lower inflammation, support the joints, the bones, and the whole body, and take certain supplements that help you to restore damaged tissues, you can get amazing improvements. No pill will ever be able to achieve this. So, back to explaining arthritis. The place where two or more bones meet is called a joint. Arthritis is a disorder that affects joints. Some of the most common symptoms of arthritis include joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. And most people report that their symptoms are worse in the morning. What are the different types of arthritis, their causes, and specific arthritis diet to follow? Some of the most common types of arthritis are osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and gout. All of them have unique causes and symptoms, but they also have some similarities. Osteoarthritis is the most common type of arthritis. This is often thought to be a consequence of aging. In some cases, it can be caused by an injury or be a result of other types of arthritis. Osteoarthritis is a condition where the protective cartilage on the ends of your bones gets damaged. Osteoarthritis initially affects the smooth cartilage lining the joints. Severe losses of cartilage can lead to bone rubbing on bone, which can result in altered shape of the joint and the bones getting out of their normal position. This can make movement more difficult and painful. There's some research that found a link between certain dental pathogens and osteoarthritis. It was found that certain pathogens grow in joints, damaging them and making them wear off. So, if you have a lot of dental issues, such as cavities, and you have osteoarthritis, there's a high chance that the damage to your joints is caused by these pathogens, and your body tries to attack them and by mistake attacks your joints. Some of the best home remedies for osteoarthritis would include using oregano oil and grapeseed extract. These remedies work because they help to kill off some of those pathogens that are related with osteoarthritis. Also, taking glucosamine supplement can help you to rebuild lost joints. Glucosamine is a natural compound found in cartilage. I will leave the links to useful supplements in the description section of this video. Another interesting fact is that it was found that 75% of people with osteoarthritis have insulin resistance. Now, what is insulin resistance? I have a few separate videos where I explain it in detail. You can check some of them after. but it is basically a condition where you have too much insulin and your cells become resistant to it. Insulin resistance is a result of a high carbohydrate diet and frequent eating, as it elevates insulin the most. Other contributing factors are not enough physical activity, consuming refined vegetable oils, and too much fructose. So, how is insulin resistance related to osteoarthritis? Well, insulin resistance causes a lot of inflammation in the body. If you want to reverse osteoarthritis, you should focus on lowering your insulin, reducing your insulin resistance, as this will lower inflammation in the body. How do you reverse insulin resistance? You reduce your carb intake. You remove any sugary or starchy foods, which feed the pathogens in your teeth and cause insulin resistance, and replace them by non-starchy and non-sugary carbohydrates, such as cabbage, tomato, pepper, celery, cucumber, broccoli, and cauliflower. And add some healthy protein and fat sources, foods like wild-caught fish, grass-fed meat, organic eggs, organic extra virgin olive oil, organic extra virgin coconut oil, grass-fed butter, nuts, seeds, and berries. The best diet for arthritis that meets this definition is the low-carbohydrate, high-fat ketogenic diet, or the less restrictive low-carb diet. It helps to kill off pathogens because they no longer have sugar. Reverse insulin resistance because you no longer have too much insulin. Fats don't spike insulin. Reduce inflammation because you eat natural whole foods that are low in sugar and starch. The low-carb, high-fat diet is anti-inflammatory. This in combination with intermittent fasting, which is the same as skipping breakfast once in a while, and using 𝑔𝑙, and trying out organic oregano oil, where you mix a few drops of oregano essential oil and olive oil or coconut oil and keep it in your mouth for a few minutes. All this can greatly improve osteoarthritis. The second most common type of arthritis is rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disorder. This means that the body's immune system attacks your own body tissues by mistake. Over time, it can destroy tissue of the joint and cartilage and affect other organs. What causes rheumatoid arthritis? Most autoimmune disorders are diet-related. Certain foods can cause leaky gut, which allows food particles to escape the gut. That then creates an autoimmune response, where your immune system attacks these escaping food particles and similarly looking tissues in your body. In case of rheumatoid arthritis, your body is attacking your joint tissue. There's a famous quote saying that all diseases start in the gut. Rheumatoid arthritis is no exception. We have to look at what causes leaky gut, so that we could take action to prevent causing this reaction of food particles escaping, our immune system attacking it, and attacking the joints. A protein called zonulin is the only known regulator of intestinal permeability, meaning it is responsible for the gut opening and those food particles escaping the gut, causing an autoimmune response. What triggers zonulin? The two most important triggers for zonulin release are bacteria and gluten. And this is true even in people without celiac disease. Gluten is composed of two types of proteins, called gliadin and glutenin. Gluten and gliadin proteins found in grains can trigger the release of zonulin and increase intestinal permeability, or in other words, grain products cause leaky gut. Also, some research suggests that people with rheumatoid arthritis are more likely to have celiac disease, which is a severe form of gluten intolerance. Celiac disease creates symptoms exactly like those of rheumatoid arthritis. In fact, there was one research article suggesting that rheumatoid arthritis and celiac disease might be the same condition. It is estimated that 1 in 100 people have celiac disease, and that many more experience milder gluten intolerance. One study found that 100% of people had increased intestinal permeability after ingesting gliadin, a protein found in gluten, regardless of whether or not they have celiac disease. So the number one thing to do for improving rheumatoid arthritis is stopping all the grain products. Why not only gluten-containing grains? Because gluten-free, factory-made foods are not a good enough replacement. To repair the damage caused by rheumatoid arthritis, you need natural, whole, minimally processed foods that are packed with nutrients. Some of the best foods for rheumatoid arthritis include non-starchy vegetables, grass-fed organic meat, wild-caught fish, bone broth, as it helps to repair the gut, probiotic-rich foods, such as organic kefir or kimchi, berries, nuts, seeds, and turmeric. And also, the best diet for rheumatoid arthritis would have to be either a low-carb diet or a low-carb, high-fat ketogenic diet. That's the best diet for any condition that involves inflammation. And keep an eye on how you feel after certain foods. Even some healthy foods like nightshade vegetables that include peppers, tomatoes, and aubergines might be healthy for someone and might cause inflammation in others. That's simply because we are all different. You need to observe what foods make you feel great and what foods could be causing more inflammation and pain. And the last type of arthritis that I wanted to discuss is called gout. What is gout? Gout is a type of arthritis that occurs when you have a uric acid buildup in the blood. High uric acid levels can result in crystal formation in the joints. The most commonly affected joints include those in your toes, ankles, knees, and fingers. Gout can cause severe pain in one or more joints. The affected area usually feels hot and tender. Unlike other types of arthritis, gout mostly affects men. It is thought that excess uric acid causes gout, but there is data that suggests that only a small percentage of people who have elevated uric acid end up developing gout. And then it was found that the actual gout attacks tend to happen when people don't have elevated uric acid in the blood. So there's definitely something more going on. Some research suggests that imbalances in body's pH can be involved in gout. Specifically, having too much acidity in the body could result in gout. Also, factors such as alcohol consumption have been linked to gout attacks. Also, eating seafood, organ meats, and fructose. All of these foods are high in purines. Purines are converted into uric acid. It is important to try to reduce this conversion by avoiding alcohol, foods high in fructose or sucrose, which is half fructose, and by slightly increasing your body's pH to more alkaline. The best foods for someone who has gout include celery, as it prevents purine conversion into uric acid. Drinking coffee also decreases this conversion of purines into uric acid. A lot of non-starchy vegetables, such as spinach, kale, rocket, peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and green beans. Healthy protein sources in correct amounts, such as organic grass-fed meat and wild fish, organic eggs, nuts, seeds, berries, and lemons. Lemons are very important for someone who has gout arthritis. It would sound like lemons are acidic, so they would increase the acidity of the body, resulting in gout getting worse. However, the opposite happens. When we consume lemons, they are metabolized into alkaline compounds that result in the pH becoming a bit more alkaline. With any type of gout, you should focus on eating natural whole foods that are high in nutrients. It will reduce inflammation, swelling, and pain, increase healing, help your immune system to function properly, and help to clear out any crystals, as in the case with gout. Food is the best medicine. Never underestimate the potential of the diet when it comes to reversal of diseases. Unhealthy diet is responsible for most common chronic health conditions, and a healthy diet is able to reverse most of them. I hope you found value in this video. If you found it useful, like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with someone who has arthritis. I believe arthritis can be prevented by staying active and following a healthy anti-inflammatory diet, high in healthy fats, high in vegetables, and low in processed foods, sugar, and starch. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.